Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'm going to do a commentary video from a replay for Total War Rome 2, Macedon vs. Rome battle. I'm commanding the Macedonians, and my opponent's name, get this, Suzy's Maid of Honor. Don't ask me about that. Anyways, here's my Macedonian army. I went with 2 Companion Cav, 2 Aspis Companion Cav, 1 Saricic Cav, and 3 Thessalian Cav. They got 3 Cretan Archers and 6 regular Pikes. My opponent has 2 Auxiliary Cav, 1 General Unit, 2 Jav Cav, 2 Balearic Slingers, 2 Syrian Archers, 2 of those Javelin type Roman units, 6 Legionnaire type units, and another Legionnaire type unit. So I have to look out for his infantry. He has more melee infantry than I do, but I definitely have the definitive Cav edge over my opponent. But yeah, my infantry, I have 6, but they're all pretty inferior quality to his guys, especially this Phalanx unit. So they have to be very careful when engaging the enemy. They have to engage from the front, because any other way, it's going to hurt them. So my opponent has his dudes up here. Auxiliary Numidian Cav. He's got them going over there. This is his standard deployment right here. He has some troops over here. That's his main body, actually. And he's got some troops hidden over here in these trees. But they're coming out to swing to the other side. But he still has some more Cav units in this area. I have some hidden Cav over here. I'm pretty sure he didn't see my Cav movements on this side, but he might have. He or she might have. I don't know what my opponent is based on that name. But it seems like these guys will later surprise my opponent. But anyways, I like this battle a lot. It's a very close fought battle. Extremely close. But yeah, this is tonight's battle. So here are my trusty Cretans. In these past few battles I've had, they have done exceedingly well. They usually rack up over 100 plus kills in my battles. Anyways, to ward off his Numidian Cav, I put my Cretans in the front ranks here. So that's going to put a stop to those guys. And my other Cav, they're over here. So they are hidden. And even when they come out of the trees, they'll be hidden because this hill is going to obscure them from the enemy. Now, this is kind of a huge gamble, putting all my Cav on this side. I mean, this many Cav. Because by the time my opponent engages my army, my guys will be tired if they run over there. Alright, so now begins the skirmish phase. His 2 Balearic Slingers and, what, 2 Syrian Archers, I think? Yeah, 2 Syrian Archers versus my 3 Cretans. He has a Javelin type units over here, but they're too far to have an impact in the skirmish phase, at least the way he used them. He or she used them. We're gonna rain heck upon these guys. Some serious heck on them. So here's the situation. My Cav's on the move now, see that?
Advance at speed!
So his Numidian Cav comes out. I didn't like what he was doing. So I was gonna do the same thing to him. I was gonna threaten his skirmishers too. But that's when he brings up his Legionaries. What kind of Legionnaires does he have? Veteran Legionaries, and 1 first cohort. That's what his composition was. It was 6 Veteran Legionaries and 1 first cohort. Anyhow, I got nailed by his Pila there. But I mean to rid the battlefield of his Cav. So he's taking shots at my Companion Cav. He should be taking some losses here in a minute. He didn't really take many losses there. Crazy stuff. So anyways, my Cav came down the hill, and we ran into these hidden units of Auxiliary Cav. But my Cav's going to have a very hard time against them. It's this 1 Auxiliary Cav. And I got 4 units of Cav over here. I believe 2 Thessalian Cav, 1 Saricic Cav, and 1 Saricic Cav, and 3 Thessalian Cav. Okay. All of them versus this 1 unit of Auxiliary Cav units. So I was going to charge these guys. That was my first aspiration. I dealt with his archers and his slingers there. My Cav, they got stuck chasing after these auxiliary cav. I didn't want to be in that situation, but it happened. But anyways, when I went to charge after those levies, they just pulled back closer to the infantry. So I pulled my Thessalian cav. I decided just to rid the battlefield of this unit of auxiliary cav. So they're at 39 right now. With that charge, they should drop drastically. Maybe not. Alright, now they go. So that's going to free up my guys in a minute. So he's got some Legionaries hidden in the trees over here too. So my citizen cav got pummeled in that engagement with those Legionaries nearby. So he's going to come forward a little bit. So these are my pikes. See, I wanted to use these guys in battle. In my last battle, they were used against a noob square. So now he's shooting my dudes with their Pila. But yeah, I wanted to use my regular pikemen in a more regular type engagement. This guy's gonna swing around with his levies. Those are like javelin men, and he's gonna pepper my phalanx from the sides. So I use my Cretans here to target his Legionaries trying to outflank me. I was trying to do that to slow his guys down. Same time, I'm taking all my cav out, wreaking havoc in his back area here, taking out his levies and slingers, or not his levies, his slingers and his leftover archers if there were any. So I wanted to bust through and help my phalanx out. Remember, I'm using regular phalanx units. They are tough in the front, but any other angle, they are in a very bad situation. So I want to help out my infantry. So that was a very bad charge right there. They weren't even engaged. So that's the situation. Still chasing these units. Don't worry, I do stop chasing them once I get my senses back to me, restored. It's okay to chase a Jav Cav a little bit, but not that long. Anyways, that's why I went for a pretty sweet charge in the backs of his dude. That's his first cohort unit. Very elite unit. And over here, he managed to sneak his general around. His legatus went for my Cretans. He understood the menace, and plus they were unprotected. Because all my cav is on this side working on his infantry. Definitely should have pulled my guys out faster than that. Alright, so here comes my companion cav at 46 out of 60 strength. Then to go for a charge in the backs of these veteran legionaries. Bam! That was a decent charge. So this is a general brawl.
Yes, Commander.
It wasn't very pleasant having all these Roman units behind my phalanx, especially these guys. So yeah, these guys are just nailing my dudes unopposed. So I finally free up some cav here, and I'm gonna send them around to take out those levies. Those levies did quite a bit of damage to my phalanx units. But alas, I still have some phalanx power still. It's still respectable, as long as I keep it together and keep the enemy from the flanks of it. Riders! Thessalian cav for the charge. FTC for the charge. General got stuck here with the veterans. That was some micro relapse there. Did not really mean to fight them like that. So his general is about to leave the battlefield. They're at 7. When you're that low, they can just break it any second, just disappear. Meanwhile, these guys, I still have some Cretans left. They're at 22. So here the situation looks pretty good for me. See all those blinking Roman units? So that frees up my phalanx. I have like 5 more phalanx type units. They are badly depleted though. This one's down to 89. That's not bad. This one's down to 55 though. This one's down to 100. This one's down to 111. This one's down to... That's the same one. Yeah.
Yes, come on.
Look at my companions. That was dumb of me. Now there's another micro relapse there. Micro lapse.
Form phalanx.
So we got to get my army back together.
At the double.
I try to try to save my units over here,
Riders.
but he just pulled those guys out. No problem. Got these Cretans firing down. They gained 2 experience chevrons. Good for them.
Forward.
So now my opponent has this huge edge. After he pulls out, that means he still has, I want to say more infantry. Yeah, that one's 55, that one's 109. This one's at 85, this one's at 38. It's pretty close, actually. So I take this unit of Thessalian Cav, go for a charge on these levies here. He's going to give chase. So he's about over 300 infantry units. I have.
Double time.
Actually, I have more infantry than he does.
Your orders.
He still does Cav though.
Quickly now. Orders.
So here, I'm sitting pretty here. So I form up into my own noob square here. And by the way, that is the name of the term. I cannot stress that enough. That's just the name of the term. I'm not slamming the tactic. It's just the commonly accepted name of that tactic. Again, that's not a slam on the tactic. It's just the name of it. If it was known by a different name, like the porcupine, then I would use that instead. The fact is, most people, when you play Total War, when you see this tactic, it's commonly known as the noob square. So, yeah, it's no slam, guys. Just calm down. Everyone calm down, guys. So we're gonna form up for battle here.
Mount up. Double time.
So it's looking pretty good for me at this point. As long as I keep my defensive perimeter, my noob square, my porcupine intact, then I should be good.
Cut them down. Advance at speed. At the double.
Rear. So he's going for the sides of my units too, when possible. And you have to give him some kind of opening, otherwise he's not going to feel compelled to charge it. So offer some flanking attacks on for your guys. That'll bring him in. He's going to come with a charge with these guys. So I'm going to move up my pikemen to help out. And my Thessalians, they are down to 6, so I'm very careful what to do with them. Earlier I had them dismounted, but I put them back on the horse when I realized I could just use them for cheap charges.
Quick march.
So again, it's looking very pretty for me. So I managed to kill his Cav,
Attack that position.
and I have his Legionnaires at bay.
Advance at speed.
Advance at speed.
Forward.
Yeah, he might have better quality units, but I think I have the positional edge at this moment.
Forward. Attack that position.
So yeah, this is all we have left on the field here. So I'm gonna sneak my Cav out. Remember they're at 6, so they're able to get out of there without losing any horses. So I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna start doing some charges from behind. We're gonna do some insert action on them. We're gonna ride into battle with the Thessalians. Thessalians. So we're gonna pull back out, and then we're gonna go back in and finish off those Legionnaires there. Any second. Let's go, guys. Ride! Why do you hang back? Oh, okay, sorry. my guys left the battlefield, that's why I can't watch them anymore. So yeah, I lost my Thessalian Cav. Jeez, cannot talk. So they were just so, they were just too low in numbers, and their morale just wore off. It happens. So look at this. It looks really good for me at this point. He has 2 Legionary units breaking.
Attack that position.
It looked really good for me. I came down to finish off these guys.
Back them down. To arms.
I'm losing unit 2 though, so it's not completely peachy for me.
Double time. Quick march.
But he's going to do the sensible thing. He's going to pull out. Because if he stays like this, he's definitely going to lose.
Attack, you sons of Ares.
So he's definitely going to... He's going to get out of there, try to change his situation.
Orders understood. As you command.
So I'm going to make a tactical mistake here. And this is the one that's going to seal me in. See his guys going up the hill here? I should have just let him go.
No slacking now, men.
I had a pretty good position, I mean. And his guys are exhausted too. But yeah, these are just regular pikemen, so their morale isn't as good as theirs. At least that's my reasoning here. So he's going to reform here. I probably should have pulled back, actually, while he was going up.
Look to the standard bearer. And the double. Double time.
So here I try to assign a target for each of my units here.
To arms.
Just fix it from the front. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Attack that position.
Except here, I try to gang up on this unit. Try to take him out really fast. He gets a charge in with these guys from behind.
Brave sons of Macedon.
Remember, my guy's only 48. So he's doing some really good maneuvers over here.
Glory to Macedon.
So I'm losing this unit.
Brave sons of Macedon.
And I try to get these guys over here. But Phalanx is kind of weird sometimes. He's got a unit on the verge of breaking too, but they don't break, I don't think. I think they stay. Like, they're on the verge of it, but yep, they rally back. Even though they're exhausted, they're still in it. That is Roman determination right there.
Hades, take our enemies.
So instead of targeting this small unit of these guys, I decided to take on his bigger ones. Then I turn around instead, try to take out the smaller ones first, and then turn back.
Force use. Attack that position. Hack them down.
So that's what's going on here.
Attack, brave sons of Macedon.
These guys won't turn around in time. So now my guys are just breaking. They don't have the willpower as the Roman counterparts here. They can't match the veteran legionaries and the... yeah, they're all veteran legionaries, actually. So that is a good game. Very close, but Macedon loses this engagement. But I do not regret taking pikemen in this battle. I want to, you know, go through all the units. So, yeah, very good moves by my opponent. He or she did really well in the end. I made some pretty bad tactical mistakes during the battle. And putting my cav half my cav on one side of the map, that was kind of a gamble. But I like doing that kind of stuff, you know, making it more, you know, cool, if you can call it that. But yeah, look at my Cretans, they did score over 100 kills. My pikes, they did respectably, I suppose. Most of them did. But his guys, look at that, they all butchered my dudes. I want to say their average is easily over 100. You got these oddballs here, one with 78, one with 80, but if you average them together, they all scored an average over 100 kills. His skirmishers didn't do too well. His cav, you know, they did their duty holding my cav back. But yeah, his legionnaires are the ones that kicked the most butt here. He or she, sorry. And anyways, good game to my opponent, and I hope you guys enjoyed this this battle. I certainly did.